Hey, guys, I'm just going to show off maybe a little more of the MIMO operating system. I'll get to other things such as the browser and such later on. And once again, anything else you guys need or want. This is the 5th version of MIMO, which is totally different from the... and sorry if this goes out of focus, by the way. I'm kind of holding it with my hand. It gets a little cramped here. The 5th version of it, which is totally different from Symbian. It seems to be more. It is an internet tablet OS, which means more computer-like than Symbian, which is definitely a mobile system, and an old mobile system at that. At this point, we'll see what the revamp of Symbian, shows up as. But this is fairly modern. It catches up for the most part to what Android has. Definitely beyond. I'm not going to even talk about iPhone. It's a very simple device, but it at least brings Nokia up in some sort of modern age compared to Android and the Palm Pre a bit. Like the Palm Pre with its cards, or Android with its multiple home pages. This has 4 screens: 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're loopable. They go either way. Android, you're stuck in one pattern. Of these 4, you can also remove them out. If you wanted to take, for example, let's go up here. You wanted to take out, 2 of them, 3 of them, whatever. Let's go done. That's it. If it's too complicated for you or whatever. If you want to stick to one home screen and want to run your apps from the main menu, which is always right there. It's easy access to always get to the main menu. No, 1 or 2 button clicks at the most. And once again, most common. The other thing is this menu screen is not customizable, which I kind of find annoying because, for example, I'll almost never use, for example, the OV store or the calendar directly. And I wish you could, shove these into this More place, but More is reserved for all your applications that you do download, and as any sort of extras. Once again, with this MIMO system, to get into the back or to where you were, simply press somewhere into the background. Little weird. I don't remember reading that anywhere or it describing it to you anyway, but once you learn that system, it's intuitive, but it's weird. Oh crap! I guess it erased my the stuff that was on my screens. Well, kids, now you know not to remove your home screens. Oh well, at least it looks pretty. Well, okay. For example, where else am I going to go with this? The other thing about MIMO is its multitasking capabilities, and this is really where the phone shines, or the tablet, whatever you want to call it, really, really shines, in that you can run a kajillion things at once. Kajillion, literally. 1 kajillion. There's a video on YouTube, and guys running, I think, about 26 programs, with very little, if any, stuttering, I think, for some of the stuff. For example, crap, I don't have my stuff here. I could launch a predetermined bookmark, and while this is loading, because I don't want to sit there and do, watch it load, I can go ahead and I have nothing else to run. Sorry about that. I can go ahead and run this to launch the bookmarks listing. While I'm waiting for that to load, I'll go to Applications, launch the dialer. I can go ahead and from here, let's see, go to YouTube, play a video. I don't have to wait for YouTube to load once again. And you saw that little yellow bar. I don't know if you saw that very briefly. There was a yellow bar that flashed across the screen. That's how the system informs you of something that's going on. Whether that be, for example, let's say Google search. One moment. the system will inform you with the yellow bar or a flashing yellow. It didn't do it this time, but or a flashing yellow thing that slides into the screen from the top. For example, let me send myself a message here. So if I type hi, you see how that flies in there? That's their sort of status bar, the equivalent Android status bar. And you can click it at that point. If you're fast enough to grab it, while it's sitting there for a few seconds, which you probably won't be, because you'll be doing something else, whatever. You'll miss it. That's fine. What'll happen is the task manager will start glowing, right, as it is right now. It was blue earlier. Now it's just both are sort of a glowing white. Click it, and this task manager screen also keeps updated. It is sort of your status bar screen as well. So anything that you have missed, anything that has come up, be it a call. I don't have another phone with me right now. Otherwise, I'd call in, or email, messages, IM. It'll show up golden, or the LED will start flashing. For messages and such, it'll be blue. So that's the other thing. And when you want to access, you just hit it directly and you can go to. If you could catch it, like I said, when it was flying in, that's fine too. Another thing about the messages and the SMSs, for example, let me add a contact here. Okay. So we added Liam. The other cool thing is the message system here is totally unified. If you have a Skype account, AIM account, Messenger, MSN Messenger account, Google Talk, Jabber, a SIP account, a voice over IP account like Grand Central, Google, what is it? Google Voice with Gizmo 5 or whatever you're running. Whatever your friend's info is, you just throw it in here and you can access it directly. Whether through the contact list, with the address book, or you have your friends labeled here. You just hit it, find whatever you want to do, email, SMS. If I had added the info for Skype and stuff, scroll down, hit Skype, and it'll initiate that immediately. You don't have to run Skype, you don't have to run MSN chat, you don't have to run any program. It's built into the phone automatically, and it's always on. I think they've done that very well. Very smart move on their part with the unified message system. I wish Nokia had the sense to unify a lot of other things. For whatever reason, for example, let me put the calendar widget on it. Now the calendar widget does pick up things like people's birthdays. For example, okay, yeah, there you go. The calendar does pick that up, birthday, yeah, okay, got it. But it's nowhere like the Palm Pre or Google Android, where, for example, Android, if this address was listed in there, within my contacts, you just click it and go to the maps, plot it out, and then ask you want to route or whatever. Which way, where do you want to route it from, and this and that. This does nothing for me. I have the address in there. At best I could probably copy and paste it. The thing is, I can't do anything of that nature from this screen. So once again, that's useless for me. I have to actually go to the contacts. I have to edit him, copy and paste his address from there, and then go and launch the map applications and do it that way. This screen is there's no use for editing. You can't change the picture. You can't do anything. This is just for doing that. So that's a pain in the butt. Their mapping program does not pick it up, which would have been nice, because I find that very useful with Androids. You type something and you search for it, and you can easily launch the mapper and find a new restaurant, or find the restaurant you're going to, or a friend's house, or whatever. Other than that, what else does it have? As I said, there were widgets, internet bookmarks. As far as customizing your screen, at best, there are themes, but all that does is change this blue color and all the other blue colors that you see into orange or red or green or whatever theme you have. Other Okay, let me go over those a little later. I'm running out of time on here.